Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some SNHU Esports. We are here with Rocket League today. I'm here with Brandon. How you doing today, Brandon?
I'm good, always fun. We get to see demolitions. We get to see
Oh
some
yeah,
people. Maybe we get a couple of funny shots going in.
yes, I'm really excited for today. I believe we're up against Alvernia. Is that right? I
Yes,
think
I
I
believe so.
think that's how you say
I
it.
think
Hopefully.
that's how you say it.
But what week are we in? Do you happen to know?
This is week 3.
Week 3, pretty hype. Let's check our standings, see where we are in this week here, see what this win will do for us. So we are 2-0 right now, looking pretty good. Alvernia, I believe,
Is
is
number 4,
number
I believe.
4, I believe, yeah.
Yes.
So they're 1-1, with SNHU being 2-0. And Fisher White, I believe, is 0-2. That is um, that's pretty surprising for me to see there. But I'm pretty excited. 1-1 versus a 2-0 game. Obviously, if SNHU loses, this will be their first loss of the season here. But I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know if this game's gonna be like super action packed or if it's gonna be like a sweep from either sides here. Like I'm not sure which direction
I
it could go.
think.
I haven't seen Alvernia play,
Yeah, I
unfortunately.
haven't either, but I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we get another dub in that column. We'll stay in the first seed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so first seed, SNHU looking pretty good. Hopefully, the game's gonna start pretty soon, and we'll get into it. But Brandon, what are you like most hoping to see today?
I most see it's the demos, obviously. Doesn't like
I,
seeing the demos. We get a couple of well-placed demos going in, and speaking of us going in, there is a demo already
oh,
going
look
off
at
there.
that!
We had missed it. As we do see Somber there, he's going to be kicking this ball, and as he's rocketing off the roof here, he's going to go towards the net, might be boosting in, and it goes
Oh,
in. Somber quickly getting the first goal, almost 20 seconds in.
let's go! That is a great thing to see here. 50, yeah, almost 20 seconds in, like you said. Already getting a goal. That is pretty action packed already. I'm excited to see what else this game is gonna look like here. Kickoff start already. Top gonna get the first touch here. Somber gonna have some defense again with the boost control. Is gonna just be able to get this ball straight over to the other side, but not intercepted, but hit out of the way. Hector on the receiving end, gonna try and go for it. Only 5 boosts left. It could be another close goal here, but all members of Alvernia is on the defense.
Yeah, the ball just went over AJ. They're able to nudge in order to send it back. Somber, though, just keeping it airborne. It just forces it. But Tab there is going to keep the ball out. Hector, though, tries to stop it. Bounces off one of the Alberta players. He comes back. And right now, both teams are playing pretty aggressively. And there's a lot of airplay going on.
Absolutely. Hector now getting the control of this ball here, or actually loses control here. Somber is going to be the one to get the touch, going up against Breadmanch, trying to get that ball, but again, another defense from Alvernia here. It seems like their defense is looking really good. They always have 3 people on the back end here. Breadman, BH, going to go in, but Somber with the block again, keeping it on their side, really putting a lot of pressure on Alvernia's side of the field.
Hector's going to nudge it, and it's going to go wide there. It looks like AJ tried to get a shot there on the goal, but it went wide. Breadman here just slowly bringing it out the corner. Trying to do the setup, not quite. Somber is going to knock it away, and AJ is going to keep it airborne. Hector going in for another bounce to go. It might go. Not quite Tab there, just being at the right height there. It is going to block it as everyone is now vying for control of the midfield.
Yeah, let's see AJ see what he can do. The ball was so close to that used goal here, but 2 members on the defense. Top went for that shot, not able to get it, unfortunately here, but looks like another cross could be set up. Cage is going to go for it. Breadman going in again, but Somber with the defense, knocking it towards Alvernia's goal here. Looking like SNHU is, it's SNHU's time for the offense here, but I may have spoken too soon because that ball is so close to SNHU's goal here. Breadman tried to get a touch, unfortunately was not able to. KJ, however, was able to, and there's that demo that we all see and love. AJ going for a shot, but not able to get it just yet.
Tab here keeping it airborne as AJ just knocks it right back over the field, but Alvernia here is bringing it back onto Somber, grabbing it into the corner, goes wide of the net there. So AJ gonna come in, might knock it in. Tab with a perfect goal, and it's the defenders sabotage themselves.
That's what we love to see here. Hector, the GOAT, the one and only. AJ misses it. Boom. Where is he? No defenders. Instant splash right there. And that's going to be 0-2 right now for SNHU, but it only has been around halfway through the game. Still a lot of time for Alvernia to have a comeback here and especially tie things up and bring things to overtime here.
Oh yeah, plenty of time. Somber though, was dribbling that ball, carrying in the air, but it did get knocked away and then fighting in this corner. KJ, though, is going to go up and knocks it towards the SNHU corner and is going around. Dangerous play in the front as several of SNHU players all jump to the ball and keep it from going into the net. Hector, though, just misses it as the ball now is back to his own goal. AJ bouncing it off the wall into that corner. Lots of very close calls and shots and goals here.
Yeah, SNHU really putting a lot of strong defense here and going really strong for the offense too. Redman, however, is going to match that defense. Tav as well is going pretty strong, going to try and get a goal. We see all three members of SNHU is there for that rebound just to try and get a touch on there and send it towards Alvernia's side of the field here. Redman still putting on that pressure, has a good amount of boost, but unfortunately loses it there, and SNHU is still on the defense here. They're not able to get the ball out of the field just yet, but as soon as I say that, AJ proves me wrong, tries to get this ball, but Breadman sends it back once again.
Hector and Breadman still just carrying it into the corner. Sombrano now is going to do the same thing and send it away slowly and surely, but not quite top there, is going to stop it. Ooh. KJ, though, carrying it forward. Hector and one of the other SNHU there carrying it through, but KJ might go knock it in, and it goes in. Alvernia University there going to get their first point of the match.
Yep, we see it right there. AJ and Hector both went for that same ball here. Todd was able to get the rebound. Hector tried to make it back in time, but when you lose two defenders, it's pretty hard to make it back, assuming you're going to get the ball. You tend to just really overshot it because you assume you're going to have contact. So very unfortunate to see, but again, about a minute left. They still need to get another goal in order to tie things up and win things here. 1 minute remaining, and we see the ball is going to be over towards Alvernia's side of the field.
Tab here is sending it away from the corner. Redman now is carrying it across the field. Somber, though, slowing it down, and AJ's punching it all the way downfield. It's, of course, Alvernia here to that Hector keeping it alive, but it is now going to be towards SNHU. Somber now dribbling in the air. Tries to stay airborne, is not quite able to keep it, but does manage to keep the ball. Slows it down. Slow it.
He's faking them out.
Pass here, and not quite as KJ and everyone now is.
Oh, what a pitch. Oh, I thought that was going in.
I thought it was going too.
But yeah, Somber now getting this ball here. Hector stops it here. 20 seconds left. You can see that these guys are really going really fast, just trying to get a goal here within these 15 seconds, doing whatever moves or anything that they have. Tav going for a little bit of a slow roll here. Hector getting knocked out of the air. KJ going for it again. Sets up the cross. Breadman goes for it. Not able to get it. 5 seconds left. Alvernia does not want this ball grounded whatsoever. Tav's going to go for it. Bounces it off the roof, but unfortunately hits the ground, and SNHU is going to take the first win here.
Somber knocked it away and tried to punt it all the way down, and it did work. SNHU there is going to take the dub for this first match. I mean, I was kind of surprised by all the aerial action we saw going right off the bat.
There was a lot of air dribbling. There was a lot of pinches happening. I don't think there was any ground pinches, but there's definitely a lot of wall pinches. And it's just really nice to see all that, because the ball literally, whenever you pinch the ball, it just goes flying like insanely fast. So it was really nice to see this be more of like an air game, I guess, or more of an aerial like you were talking about, instead of the ground, because I feel like we saw that last week, and like this makes it, I feel like it's more exciting when the ball's just flying everywhere in the air and so are the cars.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got in there about 20 seconds into the first match.
Literally.
We come in, we see Somber just driving up the wall and manages to kick it in towards the goal. I was like,
I don't even know.
All right.
Somber just likes to set the tone for the match that early. But like with any Rocket League game, the first game is never really the real game. It's more of just a feel for how the team plays, what strategies they use, what cards are in their rotation and stuff. So when we head into this next game, we should be able to see a little bit of a difference, maybe more of a read from certain players here.
And AJ there is going to send across field to Tab, and AJ though is going to pick it up as Tab. Just once again sends it. Hector there gonna get demoed, is gonna be out for the next 3 seconds here as SNHU is trying to get back to defend and get that ball out of the net here. Hector knocking it away back into the corner. Tab though gonna pick it up. Looks like Alvernia here putting a little bit more pressure on SNHU, a little bit of a flip-flop in this game.
Absolutely, AJ trying to get a touch on this ball, only has 22 boosts, uses all of it just to send it towards Alvernia here. Hopefully Hector or Somber can get the receiving end on that. Unfortunately not able to. Tav is going to send it all the way here. Somber is going to be there for the defense though. Breadman able to get a touch on that, knocks it over him. And SNHU, it looks like, is going to be able to get this ball, even though they're trying to rush for it. Breadman actually knocks it out of their air. KJ tries to go and get a touch on there. Tav, fortunately, does for Alvernia. But it doesn't look like Alvernia is ready to stop this pressure they're putting on SNHU. But a demo comes out from Hector, giving SNHU way more space. And now this ball is just going to be stuck on Alvernia's side here.
AJ here, try to dribble it, but Tab is going to stop that progression. As Somber just knocks it airborne.
Oh.
Now Hector and AJ both on defense as Tab is just carrying it in the air to play dangerous cross by AJ there in front of the SNHU goal. AJ though just going to send it to midfield. Knocks it airborne. As Somber knocks it not quite, almost
save.
goes in.
Yeah, KJ getting that save there. It was while driving too. I don't know how important that is, but it looks like it could be happening. Somber tries to go for a slow hit there, and Hector is there right on the left there. Just looks like it's gonna go in, but actually a pass for Hector here. As you can see, really slow, tried to fake him out. Hector, boom. That reminds me of like a volleyball set when the setter tries to go for a hit, but then sets it to the outside, and then boom, it happens. I know it's a soccer, but it just reminded me of a moment like that.
Redman here is going to be carrying it to the SNHU side of the ball. It's going to be stuck. Hector tries to keep it live airborne. AJ, though, is going to have it hit that roof. Going to now take control of it. As there is a demolition tab, going to take it out. AJ takes another. There's one. Now it's two. Alvernia there was down to one player for a second there.
Yeah, Somber now going to control this ball. Going to try and get it towards their goal here. You can see they really try to go for the crosses. I mean, that's a standard try for any point really here. But Alvernia still keeping on this pressure. Somber with a full boost, going for a really long air dribble here. Not sure if he's going to make it all the way, but KJ is going to be there for the defense. And Breadman looking like he's going to try and go for the hit here. Tav actually hits it up. Somber with the save once again, and Hector with the demolition. AJ as well. It's all down to KJ here. Doesn't look like there's much you can do in just 3 seconds. And the ball almost going in the goal, though. Tav is going to get the save on that, and SNHU still keeping up this pressure.
SNHU Somber there knocks it off the side. AJ tries to go for it, but gets knocked up into the air here. Once again, SNHU just sending AJ. AJ still shoots it and goes high. So close. As now it's launched towards the SNHU side, though. KJ tries to go in. Hector is going to get that block. Tab's going to keep it on the SNHU side. And Hector here is going to get control once again. Somber, though, sending it towards the goal. Tries to slow it down, but it's in midair.
Somber really going for a lot more of the slower goals method here. It did work a couple times, but I'm not sure how well it'll work. It looks like Alvernia is starting to get the read on that now. But Tav getting this ball, going to try and send it towards SNHU. Not going to work right away. You can see Somber actually tries to go for the slow again, but looks like Alvernia got the read on that. Tav going really fast here. So as Breadman, KJ's going to go, not for the goal, actually hits it over to the side here. And still, though, SNHU just playing really hard defense. Although it's only been one goal, all they have to really worry about is just getting some defense here. We see the demo come out. Hopefully, Alvernia can capitalize on that space while they have the time to. It doesn't look like they're able to just yet. Tav's going to go for it. AJ gets control. Breadman hitting it out. KJ on the receiving end here. Not going to be able to get control for long because Hector has got that ball. He's going for the cross. No one is there. Breadman is going to now get control with just 1 minute remaining. Alvernia still needs to make a goal in order to tie things up.
Tab here air dribbling, but it's going to get intercepted by Hector there in midfield. KJ, though, is going to send it. And AJ is just going to get right now. Breadman tried to get it. And, you know, everyone is trying to focus on it. AJ, though, sends it towards the goal. Almost knocks it back towards the goal there. Just a few seconds. And there is the equalizer. Alvernia.
Breadman, let's see this goal here. Hits over to the side. KJ gets a touch on it, and now Breadman does as well. Hits the top of the goal post and just goes right in there. Things are 1-1 now. 40 seconds left.
Sudden death?
Yeah, it's basically a sudden death until 38 seconds. Then we go into overtime. Everything's reset, and then whoever gets the first point wins here. But until then, this will act like a normal game. 30 seconds left. Ball looking dangerously close towards SNHU's goal. Breadman goes up high, gonna go for a two-touch here, but AJ gets the block on that. 20 seconds left. All SNHU should really worry about is just trying to push it towards that overtime. Alvernia really trying to get a goal within these 15 seconds here. But it doesn't look like SNHU is going to be able to do that. But I don't want to speak too soon. Anything could really happen here. Hector is still just trying to knock out of the air. Breadman going to go for the hit once again. AJ going to have that defense. Somber needs to block this away from Tav here. Keeps the ball up and rolling. Goes for a last-minute goal. Ball is not grounded just yet. AJ has full boost here. Let's see what he's going to do. Breadman still going to keep it up in the air here, and Somber finally grounds it here. Now we're going to go into overtime. Sudden death, yes.
See how long this goes. Tab, though, is going to knock it straight into SNHU's corner. SNHU seems to not quite have the luck with the kickoffs here to start right now. Somber still just carrying it into the corner, though. It's a dangerous cross, but there is enough people to defend there. Somber not quite get it, but AJ's going to knock it towards that goal. SNHU already cranking up the pressure, but KJ, though, is going to send it towards the goal. Somber the lone defender right back there right now. And Hector there is going to knock it away and it gets sent back to the goal. Hector, though, might be able to carry it. Not quite. AJ intercepting it right there. And looks like AJ is trying to dribble it in.
Yeah, AJ really trying to get possession of this ball here. Unfortunately, just doesn't have enough boost to really pursue it right now. This ball looks like it might be going for a slow roll. SNHU really taking their time with their defense here. Really want to make sure that they win this overtime. You can see the demo start to come out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they were able to capitalize it too well. AJ able to knock it up in the air. Breadman still just trying to get a touch on this here. Somber only 18 boost, not going to be too much to really use. Is forced to go back on the defense here. You can see this ball. Really, everybody just wants it. Somber's up in the air. They're going flying, going to go for a dribble. KJ knocks it out of his hands there. You can see multiple demos come out from these guys, and it works either way. I'm not sure what happened. We're going to need a replay here. Somber gets hit out. AJ gets a demo out and gets another demo at the same time. Somber is going to be there on the receiving end to get that goal there. SNHU takes the second win in the best of 7 set.
Pass to himself?
I think technically, I guess.
Did he get his own rebound?
I mean, I think so. If you really want to count that, you can see. I was just gonna talk about the stats. So it's all right. I think SNHU had around like 10 shots on goal, so a lot of defense coming out from Alvernia. This is a pretty even. I want to say pretty even match right here. These guys are like, yeah,
so far this season.
Definitely, yeah. Alvernia's really keeping up with SNHU, especially like defense and offense wise. But it just seems like it's not looking like a sweep.
No, it's not. It's gonna be, well, I mean, it was almost like a 2-3 minute game of overtime.
Yeah, that was pretty long. So these guys are really fighting for this ball here. So I'm really excited to see the next game, how it's going to go out. But SNHU, assuming they win the next two, they'll take the win for this match. But remember, it's best of 7 or like first to 4. So only halfway there for SNHU. I wonder what Alvernia is going to do to try and switch things up. It seems like when they demoed, or like the couple times that they did, they were able to capitalize on space. So let's hop into the third match, see if they try to do any more of that.
Like both teams are playing a lot of their game. You see AJ, though, is dribbling it in towards the goal, but no one's quite there. Hector, though, tries to knock it in. Is not going to be quite successful there, as Tab and Somber both now are going to fight control this ball in the midfield. Though as AJ tries to send it away, not quite. KJ now going to knock it in. Hector is going to take control of it. So far, both these teams have very good manager control, and they'll be able to stay in the air for quite a while, dribbling all the way across the field as the ball now goes back to the midfield.
Yeah, Breadman now going to take control of it, actually passes it by Hector. You see KJ tries to go for that touch. They're not able to get it. And you see Tav also goes for it. Hector hits it from so far. Breadman, luckily with just enough boost, is able to get there in time for the save there. And Tav now going to send it up in the air. AJ gets the save on that, but only one boost. Can't really chase it as much as he would like to. Hector is going to be able to get the touch on that. Tav also goes for it, but again, SNHU not able to really have the boost to pursue it just yet, and they're keeping on a lot of pressure, and it looks like it could have been a goal there, but looks like Tav accidentally got a touch when it didn't mean to, and a couple demos coming out left and right, but SNHU still able to have a pretty strong defense here and not really ready to give up just yet.
KJ there tries to take the ball and misses, but Fred there is slow it down as the ball now goes high above the goal. Hector knocking it into the Alvernia corner. KJ, though, dribbling it in the air. AJ is going to intercept that and send it back as Tab tries to slow down just a little bit, drives up the wall. There is a demolition. AJ is going to get taken out and just spawn back in. And Somber there is able to stop that ball from going into the goal. Alvernia here playing pretty aggressively on SNHU. Both teams sitting in the air quite a lot for a lot of these plays. As Breadman here is going to try to go. AJ knocks it just high. Somber and KJ there both fighting for control, but I don't think SNHU go back to this defense here as they are just now getting back to the goal themselves to defend.
Yeah, AJ's now going to get control of this ball here, going to send it towards this corner. We'll see who comes up for the cross here. Hector tries to hit it right over top. Unfortunately, not able to do that. All he had to do is jump up there. We see some demos come out as well. And now SNHU is going to be running for the defense. See, AJ tried to get that out of his hands there, but unfortunately wasn't able to right away. Breadman still having a lot of control on this ball here. Tries to go for it. Not able to get it right away, but Tav gets another touch and is able to finally reset, get this ball back, wait for his teammates here. His ball really close to SNHU's goal here. We see the demo come out, but not able to hit it down just yet here. Somber gonna get a really close touch on it, and we really see like a script being flipped here. SNHU is just getting dominated on the offense right now.
Yeah, as Tab and AJ both there fighting for control of that ball, Hector is going to keep it on the Alvernia side. But Tab now is going to send it. SNHU Somber, though, knocks it just wide of the goal there into the corner. Tab, though, already projecting where that was going to go. Hector now takes control and is going to send it across that line. Tab already waiting for the back line here. Is going to boost it just slightly above the SNHU players to get it past them, but does not seem to go too far here, as both teams are struggling really to keep it on either side. No one's right now is able to really get any control to make any shots. As we got a minute and a half remaining. Though Hector, though, gets denied by Breadman, and there's another demolition coming out. Both teams now just starting to get maybe a little frustrated, trying to maybe take 1 or 2 players out of the fight and try to get a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Somber trying to get this ball farther across the field, but not able to get it at all, really. We have about a minute left. No goals so far. Very surprising to see here. SNHU could be in danger here. Breadman goes in, not able to get it right away. Somber's going to try and get a touch on it, but no boost for these guys here. AJ's able to do it, but who's there on the receiving end? Not anybody. Looking like the only thing they can do right now is just try to kill the time. So the next goal will just be a win for whoever it is.
That seems like the best method here. SNHU is kind of fumbling over each other, trying to get the ball out. They do finally manage to get it over there. Somber, though, going for that slow. Hector, though, is going to knock it high and
wide.
Going for a Q-tap. Knock it in, not quite, as the defenders there do stop Hector and deny him that scoring chance. 30 seconds remaining here before we go into sudden death overtime for this match here. Hector dribbling it in the air, knocks it into his own corner, but not quite out of the SNHU zone. Tab, though, is going to keep it in as Somber is waiting around that corner, knocks it up into the air. Breadman and Hector both going to be fighting for air control. AJ and Breadman there is going to catch each other out as the ball goes straight to the ceiling and down. 3 seconds left, and that ball is on the ground right now. Next person to keep that in the air for a long time, and it's going to touch the ground. And there's the reset for overtime.
There's overtime. This is basically the sudden death here, as whoever makes a goal gets the win for this match here. Let's see who's able to do so. AJ tries to go pretty fast. Unfortunately, not able to, spending most of his boost here. Now it's Alvernia's side. Tav going in pretty strong. Breadman as well. KJ needs to get that, but the demo comes out here. SNHU's prime time to attack right now. Unfortunately, not able to get it right away. Tav, you can see he went for that block there. Didn't get a touch, but it just hit the end of the goalpost. AJ's going to go for it again. Going for a high bounce here. Not able to get that goal. AJ goes for another touch. Hector as well. Why not? But it doesn't look like there's going to be a goal just yet for these guys here. We do see a demo come out as well, and it doesn't look like SNHU is going to capitalize on that space.
No, Somber and Hector and SNHU playing pretty aggressively on the Alvernia side here, as we are still playing in this corner right now. Hector and AJ do manage to keep the ball in. Breadman now is going to take control as SNHU does finally get put on the third for a second. Somber carrying in. AJ tries to, but it goes high and wide. Breadman then is going to knock it out of their own defense. We are over a minute overtime right now. And so far, SNHU has been playing the part of the aggressor, but have not been able to capitalize on anything just yet. We see AJ, though, sending it high in the corner. Somber tries to knock it, but is not going to be able to get in touch.
No!
Tab knocks it, and it bounces off, and that is going to be a win for Alvernia there for this match.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It looks like SNHU just really went for the aggression side there, and then crumpled when it came for that defense. That was unfortunate to see here. Let's see these stats, actually, because that was like, I don't know, like an 8-minute Rocket League game, which is like a lot longer than what it should be. But we see a lot of shots on goal, especially from SNHU here. That's like 11 shots on goal versus Alvernia's 7. So a big defense coming out from Alvernia here, and pretty I want to say it was almost like pretty scary, especially at the end. But 1-2 right now. And it looks like Alvernia is just really getting a really good read on how SNHU is playing right now. So I feel like they're just able to predict movements. We saw a lot of that demo happening later in the game, but it didn't really feel like anything changed. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't think anything really changed. I think Alvernia maybe slowed their play down a little bit more,
Yeah.
trying to like kind of wait for SNHU to kind of leave their own openings and then try to push it.
Yeah.
Kind of going in towards like the last 2 minutes of the overtime, SNHU was just trying to like going back to back to back to try to hit that ball into the goal. And then overtime, pretty much the same way, but it just had that little lucky tip there.
Yeah.
SNHU all try to clamber to that goal to stop it, and it went wide, and Tab there just left wide open for him to knock it in.
Yeah, I mean there was just like a lot of open goal moments
Yeah.
that they had,
Yeah.
and they were able to do that. But let's see this next game here. Let's see what this is going to look like here. See if SNHU can get a third win or if Alvernia is going to tie things up. Already seeing an air demo come out. I don't think I've seen that very much there, but just a little 3-second cooldown here. Hector going to try and get at least a defensive touch here, but it won't be able to. KJ is going to start things off with a very early goal here, and SNHU is going to have to play a little bit of catch-up now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting that ball to go back.
Yeah.
You can really see the defender behind it, and Hector just a little late there on the jump. And as SNHU here, Hector is going to be able to knock it in towards Alvernia's side of the field as that ball is now kept. AJ, though, just misses that ball. Hector, or Somber, is going to knock it back into the other corner. KJ here going to recover it, but Somber is waiting too long here as like SNHU playing a little bit more defensively after that. Not quite playing the aggressive. KJ, though, is able to stifle that ball in the midfield as it's just going airborne. SNHU really being put on the back burner, forced to defend a lot right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Breadman, you can see he's going, or Alvernia is just in general going for a way more aggressive type of play here. You can see Tab's going for the 2-touch here. Sommer's able to get the block on that. And you can see the rest of the team is literally just going in towards the midsection, just trying to get a goal in right away here. And SNHU is really struggling on just trying to get the ball away from these guys, but it always seems like they just have more boost and they're just using it to get this ball over and over. And just SNHU just barely has a chance to really go on offense, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, those things. Bredman, though, is going to get stopped as looks like SNHU accidentally sent goal there a little bit as everyone is just scrambling there. KJ, though, slows out, and it goes in. That is 2-0. SNHU slowly just falling behind now. It's a little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, not sure what's happening here. We see KJ just going for a straight goal right there. Looks like Somber was there, but unfortunately just didn't react fast enough. But 2-0 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left remaining. This is going to be it's way enough time for SNHU to catch up, but the real question is how they tend to do that when there could be another goal happening very soon here. Luckily, all of SNHU was there for the defense. See the pass over to Tav, but Hector and AJ there was able to block that pretty well. KJ going again for another cross. Tav going to go in. Not going to get it right away. Hector is there for the save, but Brandman goes in once again. AJ with another save here. Hector needs to get a lot of value on offense here, but the demo is just not going to allow him to do that here. AJ really trying to hit it towards Alvernia's side, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. It just feels like they're stuck in this loop right now. No matter what, this ball is just staying on SNHU's side of the field.
Yeah, SNHU have to do something as Breadman and AJ both collide there, and it's going to stop the ball. Dead stop right there on that SNHU side, but it is finally cleared, giving SNHU a little bit of a break. Hector is going to keep it in that corner, if nothing else, as Tavish is pushing him around. We see AJ there trying to get a little bit of stuff going. Not quite as Tab just sends it right over one of SNHU players. AJ quickly rushing his corner. Breadman knocking it airborne as Hector is going to send it. And AJ is going to keep it going. Hector, though, barely misses it, is now sent back to Somber. And it looks like KJ, though, is going to send it high. Tab Tries to double tap it, is going to miss that, but Redman,
Oh!
though, gets denied by Hector as Hector keeps it out of the net. Little over 2 minutes remaining. SNHU still has plenty of time here to get a goal and equalize, but Tab just being at the right place, right time. There is a demolition as Redman is taken out. AJ here is going to keep it alive in the corner. Tab now send it towards SNHU corner.
Yeah, we see SNHU trying to get possession of it now. Hector finally going to get control of it, trying passing it over towards AJ here. Actually, jukes Tav away from the ball. Somber now going to get control, bringing it over to the cross, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to really get any value off of that. You see Hector here for the support in case AJ needs anything. And it just, the ball is straight back onto SNHU side here. They're going to go for the cross. KJ hits it up too high. Breadman going in from far away, but Somber drives it pretty far as well and is able to get a goal for SNHU from the other side of the field here. You can see really Somber just getting that touch and then just going long. There is no point in bringing that ball to the ground whatsoever there. Top tries to not get away, not able to get there in time. 2-1 right now. SNHU needs one more in order to bring this game to a tie.
I mean, seen it go to overtime every game so far, so there's plenty of opportunity here as we see Somber going airborne. It's going to knock it over to the corner, and it once again retrieves that ball, but Redman here already knowing where the ball is going to go. AJ is going to send it, tries to slow it down, but no one was ready for that cross. Now Somber and Tab here. Tab, though, is just carrying it airborne. Hector knocks it away, but so does Redman. And side once again is starting to enter the stalemate again, where no one is really going to make any ground. It's going to have to be those once in a while lucky shots to get a nice little carry across. Hector, though, is going to send it towards the goal, but it's going to get denied there as Tab just knocks it away. And right now, SNHU is going to have to figure out a way to get that next goal.
Yeah, 30 seconds left remaining. They really need to do as much as they can to try and get this goal here, but it doesn't look like Tav's going to allow them to do that. Somber's going to be able to get the save here, but KJ still putting on the pressure, really just denying SNHU a chance to even get a ball towards their goal there. Luckily, Tav was there. That was almost a self-goal from Breadman there, but there are the demos coming out, just not giving them a chance to even get close to the ball. Somber gets a touch, 3 seconds left. He's going to go for it. Not able to get it, just hits the side of the goal post there. Goes for another goal tap on top. Somber helps it out. Tav hits it across. Hector hits it once again. And it goes into overtime. What just happened? It looks like rebound after rebound. AJ, no. Somber, no. Tav blocked. Hector, boom. That goal right there for him. And now we're going into overtime here. Next goal, sudden death. Let's see who wins.
Let's get another win in that column here. AJ and Somber, though, is wide, gets a little bit wide open shot, though. Tab quick reacting, and Somber just played it really slow there. Almost got that rebound. Hector is going to send it. We already see demolitions coming out. Somber getting out pretty early on here as everyone is fighting for control of that ball. Hector, though, is going to knock it into the Alvernia corner. And no one's quite ready. Somber, though, that's it. Doing an upset there from the last match and is going to send it in. This time for the overtime, and it's going to be a 1-3.
Somber just literally just sending it from mid there. Just I don't know how it hasn't worked before, but it worked now in overtime. SNHU gonna take the win on that. 3-1 right now. SNHU only needing one more to win this match here. You can see everyone had a lot of shots on goals here. Somber with 2 goals, couple assists, couple saves. Actually, Tab with 3 saves. Very good for these guys. But yeah, SNHU only needs one more. Alvernia is going to need, I think, 3 more wins in a row in order to secure the win for them. And I don't want to say it's not impossible, but it's going to be a pretty big hill to push that rock up because 3 wins in a row, you're literally like going 130% every single time, and that can be pretty exhausting. So.
Right, yeah, but I mean, these teams are both pretty across the
Oh,
board.
absolutely,
I mean, SNHU got a few of those lucky shots in. They get
that is very true. I don't know how some shots went in. I don't know if they could have or should have or would have, but if that was intentional or not. But I mean, they went in. So.
they went in. But the point is, like, all these games are it's always like a 1-goal difference.
Yeah.
It's not like a huge lead. So SNHU kind of loses a little bit of their mojo, kind of gets out of their mindset a little bit, and they can quickly turn over now to 1-1.
That's true. Let's see if they still have their mojo in this next game. Let's see if they're going to have that as we start to go in right now, as I thought we were going in. Now we are.
Now we are. And here's the kickoff as Breadman there is going to get the win there for that kickoff. Hector, though, is already driving it into the corner. Tab, though, already aggressively going for this ball here and is going to knock it towards the ground and is going to send it. Though KJ and Hector as Tab all fighting for control of this ball here. Hector, though, is ascended, but Breadman is going to deny both. Again, it's just a lot of like aerial play in series.
Yeah, we see Somber still trying to go for those aerial plays here, but unfortunately you need a lot of boost for that. If you don't have the most amount of boost, it's not really going to work too well here. We see KJ send it flying, but luckily I believe Somber's there for the save. Hector actually getting another save there. Tav gonna go for another goal here. AJ knocking it out of the way. And now these guys just gotta try and just keep things towards Alvernia's side. Maybe don't get as snowballed, I would say, from before, because it just felt like it was such a hard motion to break for these guys. But AJ going close to this corner, trying to set something up. Hector almost makes that goal right away. Breadman gonna be able to get the save on that. That was very close. Somber goes for it as well. AJ gonna try and stop Tab from going too far here. Luckily, Hector is on that defense, just knocking it up high enough for AJ to get it out of the area. But Breadman almost gets another goal, and we see every single member going in pretty strong right now. Somber is trying to get the control of the ball here, but it looks like Alvernia is doing their strat and just constantly passing the ball back and forth until an open shot on goal is made.
Yeah, Breadman there is going to keep that ball sent. And there goes KJ getting demoed by Somber there. Tab now having control of his ball. Hector is going to stop it in the midfield. As now Alvernia here has control of it. Somber is going to get rid of it. As either team is just really having an advantage over the other. As Somber, though, might go in, not quite. As KJ is there to keep the bouncing ball from going in. And Hector, though, is going to seal it right back. A little under 3 minutes remaining in this game here as KJ just sends it. That's going to Somber already going to send it. Breadman not quite going to allow much as really is playing a little bit more on the defensive compared to the other games. Kind of how it started. Bernice here is able to put up a constant pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're kind of forced to play a little more defensive here. Last game, they were really just kind of stuck in a loop that they really couldn't break out of. So seeing them play kind of just a stronger version of that is not too surprising here. We see a ground pinch come in, not able to get it right away here. Breadman's going to get a demo off as well. And Somber trying to get control of the ball, actually able to juke off a lot of players here, but Somber is unfortunately going to get demoed out and not going to be able to get control. But he's back, and he's going once again. 26 boosts remaining. Someone is in the middle, and is able to get the goal. Somber actually just being right behind the goal at the perfect time. Just the not getting defenders out of the way is pretty cool here. You can see that he actually pushes KJ out of the way. So the ball can go in there, and that's a great tactic. That's pretty cool to see. But 2 minutes left. Alvernia's got some time to make another goal here, and we already see an early demo coming in.
Demo taking out Hector there. Somber, though, is going to stop that shot from going in as that ball's just rolling it towards the goal. Tab, though, now going to send it airborne. And there's another demo. KJ getting taken out this time. Looks like both teams here are just trying to create a little bit of an opening, using demos to their advantage. As KJ here slows the ball down, knocks it into that corner. Hector, though, going to send it away as it bounces off the wall. And Somber, though, gets Breadman there is going to take that demo. There's another demo coming out. KJ now out. AJ is going to try to dribble it in the air, but is not going to get close enough to Breadman, though. He's waiting. Hector here chose the intercept in. This ball is so full. AJ, though, now doesn't keep the ball very long as both teams right now are playing very aggressive, trying to get this ball control. So it goes high and low, but no one's SNHU was there. Might have been prime potential there to knock it in, and there goes Hector. 1 minute remaining in this match. Yeah,
Alvernia's really got to go pretty fast here if they want to get some wins. It looks like they have a pretty strong lead. Tav actually gets a demo here. Breadman could have an open goal, but gets another demo instead. KJ gonna try and tap it into the goal here. Somber's gonna hit it out of the way just in time, and another demo comes out. Looks like most of Alvernia is just trying to get demos in. It hits the top of the goalpost. Tav goes for it and is able to get the ball in there. And it looks like the strat actually is just to keep demoing until you have enough space to get the ball in the goal. because that's what I saw in the last like 10 seconds.
With a lot of demos.
Yeah. But 36 seconds remaining. Let's see if this game will go to overtime or not. But regardless, each team will have to try and have a pretty fast goal here.
Oh.
And almost one super quick with demos coming out. And Tab actually gets it here 6 seconds in. That is insane. They're just going for demos. And again, keeping that open space up. And AJ just wasn't there. Or he was there, but unfortunately just hits the top of the goal there.
I don't think SNHU should prepare for those demos to come straight out. Match as there we go. 30 seconds left, still enough time for SNHU to might go in. And it goes in on the
what is
kickoff.
happening?
AJ, what are you doing?
Goal after goal after goal. Not sure what's really happening. Breadman tries to go for the touch, hits it off. Oh, I think they went for, I don't know if that was intentional, if they didn't touch the ball on purpose there. But I think they both didn't touch it, or they touched it slightly, and AJ just had a straight dime right into the goal. Let's see if anything interesting will happen again here. 25 seconds left. Hector going in strong there, but able to get the save from that here. You can see SNHU going really fast, trying to steal boosts from Alvernia, just making sure they don't have the chance to really take the ball back away. But 10 seconds left, countdown is there. As soon as that ball is grounded at 1 second, we're going into overtime here. We see the demo already start to come out. I wonder if they're going to start to attack pretty soon. Top going in pretty deep, but a lot of saves there. Ball is grounded, and now we're at a sudden death.
Sudden death. SNHU wins the sudden death. They will win tonight. If not, we get to see more games. Get this played out. Right now, SNHU playing more on the defensive side. Once again, Alvernia here putting a lot of pressure on the ball on the SNHU side and sending a lot of shots to Somber, though. Does try to at least kick it out. It's not quite. KJ and AJ there both are going to hit each other. As SNHU just can't seem to really clear this. As KJ tries to boost it in. Does not get it. And there it is. Breadman is going to get that goal. 27 seconds in. That's going to be.
That was a weird goal there. You see Somber tried to block it off there, but I think it went a different direction than what he was expecting. But 2-3 right now. SNHU still not really too much of a worry. Only needs one more game to secure the win here. I'm not too worried about these stats, but like these guys were playing extremely even here. So like this is going to get a little scary for SNHU right now, but they don't have to worry if that makes sense. And Alvernia, they seem to be going pretty strong here. They have a good amount of skill here. I wonder how they're just going to I wonder if they're going to keep doing the same thing or try to switch something up, change up the strategy. It seems like demoing at the very last second multiple amount of times while trying to get the ball in works. I mean, if it works, don't fix it. Or if it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it doesn't fix it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, demo enough people. You got 3 seconds. You already have the ball in front of the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna be. It's a matter of how many times can you demo, and manage until you get that lucky shot and just keep putting a pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder how much they're gonna be able to really do that. I don't know if it will ever if that strat won't work. But if it doesn't work, I wonder if they're going to keep doing that. I mean, I don't think they're going to change anything up. It doesn't really make sense for them to do that.
Right. I mean, it's just kind of that old mentality of just play it really simple.
Yeah.
Don't try to overcomplicate it.
That's true.
And if you can, and if you force your way through, you'll eventually get it to work somehow. So.
That is true. So I really wonder what they're going to try and do. I wonder what SNHU is going to try and do. Because it just always seems like they're stuck in that loop of just not going to be able to get that ball. But let's see this 5th match here as it starts to come up, or the 5th game, or 6th game actually, sorry. And let's see who gets this win here. Already pretty close to an early goal here. Breadman able to get that touch and just send the ball towards SNHU's goal here. KJ gonna follow up with that as well. Sommer's got to be there for the defense, and he will. And the ball still in SNHU's side of the field, but no shots on goal just yet.
AJ tries to get plays there. He tries to knock it over the defender. It's not going to quite get it over the ball, though. However, it's going to stay on the Alvernia side. And Hector, not quite, almost got one in there, but saved in the last second of the defender. There we go. Hector gets the goal for the first one. I don't even know what happened. Let's see.
How did you predict that?
I don't know. But Hector just knocks it in.
Somber went for the hit, and you said Hector, and then Hector got the goal.
Well, no,
So,
Hector
I
was
don't know how.
dribbling it in, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no,
I'm
it was
almost
Somber.
certain Hector was dribbling it in, and they missed. They tried to shoot it, and it bounced off, and it came back.
Oh, you gotta rewatch that. I'm not even sure that was
I
Somber.
don't even
That was
know.
funny. That was subtle foreshadowing there. Yeah. But let's see if that will continue here. As this ball is really, again, stuck in SNHU side of the field here. You can see there's a lot of people getting ready for that cross to come in. AJ gonna get the defense on that, passing it over to Somber. Tav gonna get the touch and slow it down a little bit. AJ still gonna keep that pressure on, and KJ going in pretty strong, knocking that ball straight up. And Tav now gonna try and just use best moves to dribble it in. It looks like he tried to swerve out some players, but not able to do it just yet. The ball so close towards SNHU's goal here. Somber gonna try and still get the touch on this, leading it off, and it just went flying there.
Here's the demolition. Tab getting taken out here. AJ goes airborne. Is going to slow this ball down. Bradman knocked it towards the goal, but Somber comes in the last second there. Is going to keep it out of the net. KJ just keep the ball alive in midfield. As both teams try to go for it and miss. Tab now back in. Looks like it's ready. There's another demo.
Double demos.
Two of Alvernia's players were down there for a few seconds, but everyone's back at full strength. The ball is just getting sent back towards the Alvernia side. Somber tries to knock it towards the goal, but Tab just knows where to kind of put his angles.
Yeah, absolutely. Tab also getting pretty fast here. I'm wondering what's the move here. Tries to go for a touch off the glass here. KJ goes for it as well. SNHU needs to get that ball out of there before anything bad happens here. Around 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. SNHU only with one goal, still in the winning lead, but definitely should try and continue going for more here because Alvernia only needs one to catch up and tie things up, but it looks like it's still going to be pretty challenging to do so.
Hector, though, is going to knock it back into the air towards the goal, but Breadman here going to keep it up. As he air dribbles, Somber, though, knocks it out of the air into their own corner as KJ and Breadman both over this ball. Somber, now going to get control of it, does ride it along the wall, knocks it into the air, not quite high enough as the defense is already on top of it once again, and that ball is going to go towards the SNHU corner. And almost Hector there keeps it away from the goal. Looks like it was about to go in. SNHU has kind of moved away a little bit from the air dribbling plays. Looks like they're just trying to keep quick in the fast plays as they can where they can. AJ, however, is going to keep it, but Breadman is going to keep it alive on the side. It goes high, and it's going to go wide of this goal. Tabbo tries to knock it in, but Hector already thinking 3 steps ahead. And there's a demo. Hector is going to get taken out. AJ now going to try to carry it. Not quite getting far with that. Somber tries to knock it away. Tabbo is going to hunt it all the way down here back into the game.
Yep, we see Somber also trying just to really get this ball out of SNHU's goal here. AJ gonna get the boost from there, going up pretty high. There's a demo coming out. KJ's gonna be able to get the defensive touch on that. Hector from downtown goes for it, gets the demo instead, as well as Somber here. So only one person left to try and really push that, and also 1 minute remaining here. And they need a goal pretty soon here, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to do that just yet. Redman still keeping up this pressure. Somber gonna send it flying towards their goal here. Goes for the goal tap and gets the goal as well. 2-0 right now, 45 seconds left. Alvernia's got a good amount of catch up to do. Let's see this goal right off the wall. Boom. What a nasty cross right in there. You see Breadman tried to save it too. Well, unfortunately, just wasn't there at the right time. But Alvernia's got to get 2 goals in order to tie things up. It's like around like 23 seconds and per goal, but see if they really, or if they're really able to do so.
I mean, we did see that goal in the first 6 seconds.
Yeah.
One kickoff. So, I mean, plenty of options for both these teams. For Alvernia here to make that comeback, but 30 seconds remaining here. So I have to start making some kind of effort to get the goal. There is another demo coming out. KJ is going to get taken out. As Tab and AJ are both fighting for the ball in the corner. AJ, though, is going to knock it towards the goal. Breadman, though, already in the air. 15 seconds remaining. Tab is going to send it. Hector, though, is not going to allow them to really keep control. 10 seconds here. Hector, though, is letting the ball. So another demo comes out. AJ gets taken out. Tab here, he's going to ride it up the wall. It's going to send it. And it is
ground
now,
that ball,
all
Hector.
He has to do is ground it, Hector.
Ground it, Hector.
You better ground it.
There it
is. Goes. SNHU is going to get the win for tonight.
Yeah, let's see these stats here, and everybody is gone once again, just like that one time, like last semester. But I just want to talk about who had the best scores here. And one thing I forgot to do last week was actually talk about the MVPs. Unfortunately, I don't remember the performance everybody did. But I think for this match here, Hector underperformed his streak for his MVP, so he's not going to be MVP here.
Okay.
I'm in between AJ and Somber right now. I think Somber pulled through a little more because we saw a little more plays that we typically wouldn't see from him here.
No, this
so
is true.
With that, I'm gonna go with Somber as the MVP for this week, and for the other team, definitely Tav. Tav was there. He was everywhere. I feel like he didn't even have his teammates. He was just everywhere.
He was his own team.
Literally. But congrats to both of these guys. This was a very entertaining game here. I think it was pretty exciting. I mean, did you have anything to say about it?
I mean, it was interesting, but I don't think we've ever seen a match where both teams out of the get-go just started playing in the air.
This has been like really entertaining. Like, I'm really happy this game happened here. But if you don't have anything else to add, make sure if you want to get more information, you join our Discord. That can be found, I believe, in our Twitch.
Yeah, it's all. Look in the description. It has all the links, all the fun stuff. You want to see what's going on. You want to see Madav do something crazy. Well, there you go into the Discord. I'm sure you can find something. Unfortunately, I don't think we're back for tomorrow because there is some issue scheduling on the league. So we might have a match tomorrow. We might not. I'll have to look at that. So potentially we'll be back tomorrow with league. If not, back on Friday.
But if you want that information, you can find it by following us on Twitch, dropping that notification bell so whenever we go live, you know right away. But until then, we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.